Alright, today I have decided that I am going to vlog as I go in an attempt to reclaim my vlogging days. Because it's something I genuinely like to do, but I just cannot seem to be able to fit it into my day. Either I work long hours and afterward I have stuff to do with my side gigs. I just don't have the mind for it at the end of the day anymore to really do it. And sometimes I just outright cannot do it, as in I'm not in the best shape, I'm not at work, I'm having my respiratory issues, whatever it may be. I just want to put something out there because I really miss doing this. There's a special magic attached to this that nothing else can compare to it, and I really miss it. Right now, I needed to skip work today again because I woke up having breathing issues, and they all started last night. And I think I might have messed myself up when I tried working out. It's been a long time since I did it. And then yesterday I decided I would try to go all out best as I can with cardio, and I could definitely feel myself becoming faint. So after that is when my complications began. But it's all right, I needed the rest anyway, because tomorrow is one of those days when I start 2 hours earlier than what I usually start, which is 4 a.m. And I'm like, I'm going to finish work today at like 5, come home, only have realistically 3 hours to be alive. And after that, I need to like force myself to sleep for 8 hours. I don't even get that many hours in a good day. I have decided, man, maybe I need to look at this as some kind of intervention and just get myself prepared for this. And right now, I also need to go to the post office. That's what I'm preparing for now, or rather, I'm prepared for now. Nobody requested your input. Y'all wanna see the little creature? Let's look at the little creature. He really loves his scratcher. But anyways, so yeah, let's get the cube shipped. It's a square-shaped box. Now, unfortunately for me, I don't have a working printer at home, which means that every time I need to mail something of this nature, I have to literally go the extra mile to get it shipped. And all I have to do is go to like an office supply store and borrow their printer, and it costs me 12 cents, which it really doesn't bother me to pay, considering that before the library closed, that's where I used to go, I used to get it done for free. And I also was able to request permission at work and get it printed a handful of times over there too. So I have nothing to complain about. And I look at it as, well, occasionally I will run into issues, such as the first one was not having it at home, the second one was my top source closing, and the third one is something that I don't think I should abuse of anyway, which is my work resources. Shouldn't and wouldn't anyway. The times that I requested it was, say I got off at 4 and the post office closes at 5. So if I at least have the label in my hand, I can fly home, get the thing packaged, and either drop it off in a mailbox, or maybe I make it in the nick of time to stand in the line if there is one, and that way I can get a receipt. But I mean, again, it doesn't bother me. It's a minor inconvenience. I'm just not trying to perform an expense that I don't need, you know? So that's why I don't try to either buy a new printer or locate the program that I need for it to be installed into my computer, which has 0 disk space somehow. I'm still struggling with that. You know, it's just a waste. So it also helps me to stay out longer, because if you guys have been around for a long time, I'm a complete indoor freak, and it's my way of having an adventure for a day, so I'm not tripping. You guys let me know if this is something that you have been experiencing in your state, but over here I've been seeing the sidewalks, the medians and everything with considerably tall grass. I guess it takes a tragedy of some sort for you to realize just how much work behind the scene goes on. And just like at the store, I get mad at customers who seem to forget how food grows. Like, I'll never forget the lady who returned celery because it had dirt in it. No, wait, I think that was a guy. Like, do you not realize how food works, you know? So now I see all those weeds growing from the sidewalks and stuff, and I'm like, huh, that's true. I have not seen the, I guess it would be landscaping people. I haven't seen them around, and we have had consistent rain this season, which I'm grateful for. I mean, everything looks so green and healthy. Not every season can we say the same, but yeah, it's strange. It's starting to look a little bit ghostly, like a ghost town in some aspects, and someone had a pile of clothes and boxes out there. That got ruined now with the rain. Anyways, but yeah, you guys let me know if wherever you're at, you're struggling with this, because at least in this city, we most definitely are. And I'm honestly not at the top of my game when it comes to what limitations states have with, like, which jobs are essential, considered essential, and which ones aren't. I'm not even sure if that's a state thing or if it's a federal thing that you must follow. But yeah, interesting. As long as you're clearly not drowning in grass, I don't care. Temporarily, but it's just weird to notice that now. So much abundance of those little weeds. Every time I see those things, I also cannot help but think that no matter what we do, no matter how much we build, it seems like nature is always trying to reclaim its territory. Not that the way I see the land now as I drive through it is what it used to look like. You know, some of the hills were altered. Maybe there was a body of water here, just stuff like that. So I can never say that what I see is what, say, people got 100 years ago. Whether that grass is fake or real, it's cool to see that no matter what we do, nature can overpower it. I don't know about you guys, but when it's cloudy, I cannot tell what time of the day it is. And I just came over to the office supply store, and they are closed until 9, and it's 8:37 right now. And I had already planned that because I need to do mounds of laundry, I was going to purchase breakfast today and spoil myself with unhealthy stuff that I shouldn't have, just to save myself some time, and why not, for the enjoyment. So we're gonna do that. There happens to be a preferred biscuit place down the road, so we're gonna go over there and take care of our desires. It's a pretty chilly morning. I'm glad that my face is starting to sweat. I'm glad that the spring has been extensive, and spring-winter. My thermometer was reading 48 degrees. I'm thinking to myself, I'm actually wearing a jacket and I can feel the chill if I roll down my window. Because if this were summer, it would be steamy already, or in the past by this time. Like, what is today, May 20th? I have been in steamy situations in the mornings before, which is weird, and it's rained so much that the humidity would make it even worse. Usually I'm not even out this early in the day, so this is a major achievement for me. I tend to start my day after 12. And you know, that's when the heat is pretty much overhead. I think of the sun as this, like the top grill of an oven, and then when you start to sweat, you know that you're getting roasted. But yeah, it's also windy, and it's the kind of windy that brings a degree of chill to it. And honestly, this is a jacket that's borderline meshy. You can't really see it, but there you go. But you just have to trust me that this is not the best choice. But I have a regular coat back there if I do get too cold. I would love to live in a place where this is the weather 365 days a year. Like maybe the lowest being 55 degrees, occasionally dipping into the 40s, and maybe 2 times getting some snow, so it would need to drop to 32 degrees. The range between 67 degrees and like lowest being 45-ish, that's my optimal temperature right there. What is your favorite like temperature range? What do you prefer? Do you prefer extremes like extreme heat or extreme cold? If I had to pick between the two, I always go with cold, because at least for the cold I have solutions, but for the heat, not really. The only thing that concerns me about the cold is if I were to think about it critically, if it gets cold enough, stuff can freeze. I have had my gallons of water freeze on me before. But if I think about it, still in the summer, bodies of water could dry up if there's a drought that lasts long enough. So no matter the extreme, you're just picking which way you would rather go, you know? But they both have their consequences. And that's why there's no such thing as the extremes in the normal, regular basis. I don't know what Chickfila has been up to lately, but they cannot fool me. This is the 3rd biscuit that I order in the past, let's say 3 months or so. And I have noticed that it is significantly small. This is how big it is. And in case you need help understanding what that is, my hand is just as big as the biscuit. And I remember a time when the biscuit was bigger than that. And they increased the prices going up, but what you're supplying me with is lower. How does that work? Why is that okay? And I know that some ingredients there is a shortage of, but don't be like that. Alright, so I have fed myself. I have put the label on this box. And I cannot help but feel the difference every time I tape the label onto a package. I can tell that sometimes the tape that I put on the box weighs more than what I'm actually mailing, but whatever. The people who wear their masks like this are fucking monsters. I just want to like grab the mask and pull it up myself and then violently wash my hands, or just be like, you might as well not wear it. But something about that, I don't know if it's my OCD or the fact that, like, how lazy can you be? I hate wearing this mask, but if you're going to wear it right. But anyway, like, I'm not a cop about it, because I know that when I'm at home, I don't wear it. I don't think anybody wears it unless you have someone sick. And in the car, I still wear it, and I take it off only if there has been a lot of condensation going on in my face, or if I'm having trouble keeping my glasses from fogging. Outside of that, just do it right. But you know what's even worse? The people who don't wear it at all. Which today, I definitely have not been seeing that many people wearing it, and it really disappoints me.